What's up, y'all? J Dollar. Today's gonna be a vocal mixing tutorial. I'm gonna show you guys how to sound like 1600J and Boofpaxkmooky. They came out with a song yesterday called Fendi. Go check that out. I'm gonna put that in the description below. But I'm gonna get right into it. Disclaimer: I do not sound like 1600J or Boofpaxkmooky, but I've mixed it so it's almost near identical to how they sounded on the Fendi song. So yeah, I'm just gonna go straight into it. So first, here I have my main vocals right here. So in my main vocals, I have the only two plugins that are not going to be stock plugins in this tutorial are Auto-Tune and my T-Rex de-esser. But you can use Maximus and Pitcher to replace these. Those are both stock plugins. But anyways, to start, on my main chain, I got the Auto-Tune. The key of this song was D sharp minor, and I have the retune speed on 10. A little bit of humanize on it because I didn't want it to sound extremely robotic. So yeah, I didn't touch the vibrato or any other settings. Just retune speed 10, humanize 10. Cool. I added a tape saturator on here just to give it like an analog feel. This was like my own touch to it. You don't have to put this on there, but it gave it like just the analog feel. When you push an analog through saturation to like a certain extent, it like gives off a certain sound. It's hard for me to explain, but instead of distorting, it like makes a smoother sound, in my opinion, than just digital sound. I'm gonna skip that. I'm gonna cut. Anyways, so I used the flanger here. The preset I used was subtle, but you can also use default. But it's just kind of like more of a chorus effect on it. I know D Savage uses this too. You don't want the knob to be all the way up here. You just want it to be kind of scaled back, but it gives it that kind of flavor to it. So yeah, that's what the flanger does. It gives it like the chorus effect. For my EQ, I boosted in certain places where I liked. I don't want to explain EQ right now because like that would make the video like 30 minutes, but like I just boosted the higher frequencies just to open up my voice a little bit because I'm in a room where it's like, I don't know, it's not treated. So yeah. Next, put on reverb. Turn the wet all the way up. Always do that. Turn the wet all the way up. I turn the low cut up a little bit. Turn the high cut up a little bit, just to squeeze my my reverb into a space. I turn the decay up so the reverb will last a little bit longer. Turn the bass a little bit down. Early reflection is still on. I don't know what that does. Diffusion, I turn that to 86. I turn my room size to 89 to make it very wide. But the thing with this is just you want it to be like more of like a background type of thing. Like it makes your vocals sound very like airy in the room type of deal. Like it makes you sound angelic. So I didn't turn that up all the way. I just wanted something to like hold the background other than Ad-Libs. So that's what I put for the reverb. Secondly, for my subtractive EQ, I just dipped in certain regions that were like muffled. So what you can do is you can take one of these, for example, just rise it up and just start scanning the area or whatever to see how it is, like to see if it's muffled or not. So may have just messed up my EQ right there, but whatever. As long as it looks like this, you should be fine. All right, cool. So for my de-esser, I have a very, very, very harsh high end, mainly because I have a brace in my mouth, and so I have like a S lisp, I guess. Anyways, I use the harsh high end setting all the time on my T-Rex de-esser, and it just dips my vocals every time I say something with an S. So yeah, it doesn't sound as harsh when I say something with an S or like T or something very sharp. But anyways, yeah, for my limiter, I just I just throw a limiter on and turn the attack, release, and the sustain down. I turn the gain and the ceiling up a little bit. Yeah. Compressor, I put that down to 16.2 decibels. There's like a lot of parts. What a compressor does is like it takes like the highest part of your vocals, like the loudest part, and like the quietest part, and it like brings them together. So like with me, when I recorded this, there was like a lot of inconsistent parts. Like my vocals were very loud at certain parts, and then at other parts they were very quiet. So I have the compressor going pretty hard here. So I have my threshold. Anytime anything hits 16.2 decibels, it gets lowered by 6 decibels, and I think I get back 1. For the attack, I have it on 15 milliseconds. Just I didn't want it to hit instantly, but I have the release on 1,000 milliseconds because, like I said, I wanted the compressor to kind of hold a bit, because like there was like literally a whole take where that I swear it was like 1 decibel or 3 decibels louder than the other take. So I just had to get everything controlled. And then after I put the compressor on, things were getting a little quiet, so I just put a 1.5 decibel gain on my compressor just to get that volume back. And then lastly, like I put a little bit of I ducked a little bit more. I cut out the bass again, and then put more high end in myself so I can open up my vocals a lot more than what they were. So that's that. The back vocal is literally the same chain. I just put the back vocal on because sometimes your vocal may sound a little bit like thin or quiet. So you can basically, what you can do is make the exact same copy of your vocals and then put them on another track, and then use this to level out this. So you can just use this knob and it just basically supports it. Like think of it like a backbone. It just supports the main vocals. And then lastly, for my I had like certain parts where I would like say like certain words. This only happens twice in the song, but it's called Big Verb Vocals, and it's the title is what it says. I put a lot of reverb on it, and it's the same chain as the back vocal and the main vocal. So that's that. The song was overall just quiet, so I just turned it up 1.5 decibels, put a fast distortion on, turn up the preamp, and then finally put a soft clipper on it to bring it back down to 0 decibels. For tendencies, if you're really trying to sound like Boofpaxkmooky, let me see if my mic's still working. All right, my mic's on. All right, if you really want to sound like Boofpaxkmooky, the trick is in the Ad-Libs really, and like you gotta play around with the auto tune a little bit, but really the Ad-Libs. So with the Ad-Libs, what I did was I recorded myself saying the same word twice, but in 2 different takes, and I layered them on top of each other. This version is pan left. Everything in this track is pan left. Everything in this track is pan right. So then it gives you like that stereo effect. Yeah. When the 2 tracks are just playing on different sides of the stereo spectrum, that's what you call it, I think. And yeah, that's that. So also for my big verb vocals, I made like little sound effects. You'll hear this in like 6.5 AR songs and all that stuff. Like they do it 1600J, and Boofpaxkmooky do it as well. Just a little very big reverb sound effects. And that's that. I mean, it's not too hard, nothing too hard. You can do this at home. One tip I will give you though is to always have your limiter on when you're recording. So not your limiter per se, but go to presets and then just click noise gate, and then that'll just take out all the background noise that you have going on in the house, and you'll just sound like you got the studio really. All right, last but not least, I want to give a big shout out to GLUMBOY. He gave me permission to use his beat, because honestly, like that just saved me a lot of time. And yeah, I mean, thank you, GLUMBOY. All right, so I'm gonna get right into it. Dry wet. We're gonna compare how my mixing compared to just the original recording. So bear with me, because the dry recording is very loud. The dry recording is very, very loud. I'm rocking Gucci, Louis, Fendi, so my diamonds dance. I'm rocking Gucci, Louis, Fendi, so my diamonds dance. Yeah, I ain't got no plans. Did it with ease, yeah, I'm like, look, I ain't use no hands. Took off in the jet, I'm too high, yeah. Where am I going? I'm ready, mixing up in the kitchen spaghetti. All drip, I'm rocking a mirror. You'll still be broke if I throw you a milli. I'm the man, don't care how you feeling. Just like an orange, he keep on peeling. I'm on. I was gone, but I'm back in my zone. Why his girl hitting my phone? Told his girl to leave me alone. Hey, like a dog chasing a bone. I don't want to be picking, go to the deli. Big AR, I thought I was spelling. I got a lot of my. Then I'm gonna go to the wet. We're just gonna compare that. Gucci, Louis, Fendi, so my diamonds dance. I'm rocking Gucci, Louis, Fendi, so my diamonds dance. Yeah, I ain't got no plans. Did it with ease, yeah, I'm like, look, I ain't use no hands. Took off in the jet, I'm too high, yeah. Where am I going? I'm ready, mixing up in the kitchen spaghetti. All drip, I'm rocking a mirror. You'll still be broke if I throw you a milli. I'm the man, don't care how you feeling. Just like an orange, he keep on peeling. I'm on. I was gone, but I'm back in my zone. Why his girl hitting my phone? Told his girl to leave me alone. Act like a dog chasing a bone. I don't want beef, you can go to the deli. Big AR, I thought I was spelling. I got a lot on my mind like I'm Nelly. Got that good gas, feel like jelly. Alright, if you liked what you heard, like, comment, subscribe, all that every YouTuber tells you to do. Cause I'm really just trying to grow my channel and educate more people. If you guys think I should really like mix for Boofpaxkmooky and do a video on that, go ahead and DM him. Tell him that J$Prod is gonna mix them for free, and in turn I'll just teach you guys how to mix Boofpaxkmooky himself. So on top of that, I'm also selling beats in that link below, tracktrain.com/J$music. Check out GLUMBOY. As always,
Jay, we got them bands.
Peace out.